welcome to the next Assorted Crackers. I'm Eric. I'm here with Lee and Wilson, and we have our next Cocktail Quickie to share today. And Lee is at the table, at the mic, at the mixing table with
a whiskey sour.
Good old-fashioned whiskey sour. Let's do it.
So, guys, the whiskey sour that I made today is actually it's a Boston style, is what that is. So that lets you know that it is made with the egg yolk. So there's a difference. The regular whiskey sour traditionally is not always made with egg whites. So,
but this is made with baked beans? Is that what makes it a Boston?
No.
It's clam chowder.
Come on. Come on,
chowder.
It does look like chowder.
Come on. But so here's what we got. So whiskey sour. So you have egg whites. Yep. You want to dry shake those. Get them emulsified. All right. So once you get that dry shaked, you put in there, and then you put in your bourbon, 2 ounces of bourbon. Today we used Four Roses, single barrel.
Love you, Four Roses. That's a great mixer.
And we actually went with cask strength on this one. So this one might be a little bit higher proof than you would normally get. So normally I think the Four Roses single barrel is around 100 proof. And this one is maybe 119.
Okay.
So that being said, next thing you do is you do 3/4 of an ounce of fresh lemon juice. Or lemon juice from concentrate.
That's your sour.
Yeah,
that's your sour.
Then you do 3/4 of an ounce of simple syrup, and then you use an egg white. We topped it off with a maraschino cherry, which I only use Luxardo because I think that's the only way to go when you're using cherries.
I would agree.
We've had this discussion. I don't agree, but that's for another day.
That's another day, but because you can get these and you can't get your special cherry.
Jack Rudy. It's not that hard to find.
I mean, Jack Rudy seems like he's from Slidell. I don't know. Anyway, then you can also use this one dash. Go on.
I'll let that pass.
Of bitters.
Okay, what kind of bitters?
I just used regular bitters. Today we use Feed Brothers, and these are old-fashioned aromatic bitters.
Okay.
You shake it vigorously after you get through doing the dry shake, and then you have all your ingredients in there. You shake it with ice, and then you pour it over ice. Put your cherry in. Some people use a wedge of orange as a garnish. Is one thing that I have researched and read. But the origin of a whiskey sour was from sailors. Sailors would tend to use use some kind of citrus in their whiskey to prevent scurvy. So again, the Assorted Crackers are really into health.
Yes, and
we should always do our best to be thoughtful when it comes to health. And
this is a good source of vitamin C.
This is vitamin C, and it's an opportunity, and it's healthy because you use egg whites.
But you said this is a Boston one because it has some yolk in it. Is that what you were saying?
That is basically no yolk, but
just
the egg whites. The egg whites. When you use egg whites, I was told basically by the internet,
Google,
the internet, the AI has said that is the way they do it traditionally in Boston. So, what do you think?
Okay. First of all, I don't know that I've had different. I'm not sure I've had a whiskey sour.
I've never had one.
I've never had a traditional one until I made one last night to prep for this.
Well, I'm glad you're prepped, but this is really good. I like what you've come up with.
I think it is tasty.
This is like, when I think about all the options when I want to drink before dinner, with dinner, after dinner, I don't even think about the whiskey sour. And I typically hone in on bourbon drinks, but this is one to think about. It's really good.
And it doesn't seem like it's difficult to make.
It was not difficult to make, aside from making sure you just get the whites and you don't get any yolk.
And making sure your shaker top doesn't come off while you're shaking.
Make sure you do a dry shake first.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's very good, though.
It's really good. Is this so we've talked about people who maybe are interested in getting into the bourbon game, but they don't love the flavor. You know, we've all told our bourbon origin stories, and they involve bourbon and Coke, or in your case, I think it was bourbon and Sprite.
Correct.
I wonder if this is another kind of entry level
I think so.
drink.
Yeah, I think so. I think this is something. Look, if you want a summertime bourbon drink, boy, this is a great one.
Yeah.
The whiskey sours I've had in the past have been with the store.
Right,
stuff.
the sweet and sour mix.
Man, those things are so sweet, like full of sugar.
Yep.
This is much, much healthier, and I think a better way to go.
Yeah.
I think my grandfather would have had, this seems like make us feel old, but it seems like my grandfather would have ordered
a whiskey sour. Yeah.
I think, I think that the tartness and the lemon juice, and when you use the lemon juice and such, I think that could really bite. And I think that when you add the egg, it makes it kind of silky smooth. It makes it a little richer, a little creamier, and nice froth to it. So I think it's a big lift when it comes to, and it takes out that bite of the lemon juice.
Yeah.
But you still feel the citrus.
One of the things I've learned just with this show and from all of us is how nice lemon and bourbon go together. We talked about this with the Sazerac. We talked about this with the Gold Rush. This is another example of that again, in my naive world before we started doing the show, I didn't even think about lemon and bourbon, but it's a great pairing.
I think you're right.
This has been really good because I know for me, I get tunnel vision. You have the old fashioned, or you have your Manhattan go-to cocktail,
Right.
And this is really branched out of what we can do with different cocktails with bourbon.
Yeah.
So it's been nice. So I appreciate all of y'all's input. It's been good.
So we've knocked off another one on the top 10, guys.
That's right.
The number one in the top 10 bourbon drinks from the last 365 days. This is definitely on the top 10 list. Mm-hmm. So one of the things we like to do while we're doing this is to kick off a little question.
And a little discussion forum.
And it happens to be February. So there is a specific day in February that seems to be special to some people.
Super Bowl.
Could be, but
my wife's birthday.
Ooh. My wife's birthday.
What?
Yeah.
That's way more important than Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, that can be a letdown, or it could be, a great day for a lot of people. In a conversation in preparation for this conversation here in this particular talk about Valentine's Day, my wife and I said, what was the best Valentine's Day, or what was the worst Valentine's Day, or what is it that you think Valentine's Day is? Mm-hmm. And she said, it should be Valentine's Day every day.
That's good counsel.
You should always love me counsel. Like it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And she's right, and I do.
Every day is Valentine's Day. Every day is Mother's Day.
It's her birthday.
Well done, sir.
Yes. So we should always think about it from that perspective.
No, I appreciate that.
But I think a lot of times, obviously commercially, things have made a big deal about Valentine's Day. You got to get the reservation. You got to go out. You got to get the roses. So everything is marked up. You got to wait 6 hours for a dinner, or you got to go to Valentine's lunch instead of Valentine's dinner to get a reservation. But I will pause for 1 second and I will ask, instead of what was the best Valentine's Day or what's your most romantic Valentine's Day, does anybody have a Valentine's Day story that might not have gone so well?
Oh, well, maybe since you're asking the question, Lee, I know you well enough to know you've got a
sounds like you have a story.
I do have a story.
So what happened on your worst Valentine's?
I'll start a few days before that. We went to a Grizzlies game, and we were in a suite. And while we were in the suite,
can you tell us the era? Is this the Mark Gasol?
This has been the last 8 to 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah. So we were in the suite, and my wife ended up eating some of the lettuce, which she may have been the only ones eating the lettuce on her hamburger in the suite that night. Mm-hmm. And turns out that she may have gotten a little food poisoning.
Oh, no. No.
So the food poisoning was pretty bad. She was knocked out for several days and was violently sick. And so, that being said, I think Valentine's Day was maybe Tuesday or Wednesday of that week. And so, I had planned, I, got some steaks, got them squared away. We were getting, had a nice bottle of wine. We had a plan. We were going to, have our dinner at home, and celebrate Valentine's together that day. And, she just wasn't feeling great, and then I get home from work and she's like, Lee, I feel terrible. I mean, I'm not getting sick anymore, but I'm having so much pain in my stomach. And it was bad enough. We went to the emergency room.
Oh my gosh.
So we went to the emergency room and we were in the emergency room. And it turns out that they were telling us, well, what are we going to do? They were worried she had a blockage. They were like, we may have to go in and do surgery. And so we were kind of freaking out a little bit as we were in the ER.
And this is the day before Valentine's?
This was Valentine's Day.
On Valentine's.
This is Valentine's Day.
Valentine's in the ER.
Steaks, I had to take the steaks off the counter and put them back in the refrigerator.
Carrie, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. So we were sitting there. So we went into the ER. We were trying to figure out what's going on. So while we were in the ER, we had to share a room with someone else with a curtain between us. And of course, there's no privacy in conversations. And so we had a little bit of, there was a lady that was a regular. And so I don't want to make it like I'm not trying to make fun, but
frequent flyer.
She was a frequent flyer, and she was there for the snacks and juice. And, we were there for the IV and for the antibiotics. But she kept us rolling pretty regularly in a terrible situation. The best part was listening to the conversations of the nurses being so sweet, doing their job, taking care of everybody, regardless of what was going on. But they all knew her name and they all knew what was going on. And, she was like, well, I think I'm going to be okay, but can I have some snacks before I go? and a couple of extra juice boxes.
Sure.
So
stay hydrated.
So we ended up spending the night that night, waking up the next morning. More specialists came in. They checked her out. She ended up having a tear in her small intestine. And so that had become inflamed. And the tear with the antibiotics and with the IV that she had gotten dehydrated. So all that happened, cleared it up. Turns out she was fine and healed fine. But boy, that was a tough Valentine's Day.
Saint Valentine skipped over you that year.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Carrie, that happened. I'm sorry, Lee, that happened. I mean, that affects both of you. But
it really impacted Carrie.
Yeah, you're just there to support.
I mean, I was just on the team.
Well, Wilson, what's your? I know you're a romantic.
No, not really. Chris and I had the same conversation, trying to figure out. All right, it was like silence. It was like, huh.
Well, you haven't
silence was deafening.
Kind of. We are not just the most romantic. I mean, when it comes to Valentine's Day, it's just. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, not to make it sound, but it is. You go
every day is Valentine's at the Barton house.
Well, because she's just awesome, right? So it.
I think Kristen's pretty amazing.
But my wife, Kristen, does love to decorate for Valentine's. Mm-hmm. We've got the heart tablecloth. We've got the hearts on the door. We've got.
Kristen's a decorator.
She's good.
She likes to decorate for all holidays.
But I would say, we love each other. We do, we try to have a nice dinner or whatever. But, you go out to dinner and they're trying to turn tables like New Year's Eve. So it's like you get an hour and a half and you set menu. So we'd just soon eat at home or do it the day before or something like that. But I would say for me, Chris and I would much rather dote on the kids. And so like I try to send the girls flowers, my daughters flowers, or a gift or something on Valentine's to make them feel adored, make them feel special. Try to set the example of what their husband is supposed to do.
Mess it up for them.
Exactly. So, high bar. Set the high bar.
So, that's to us, that's more important than, sure. And I think it's changed over the years. I mean, from when we were younger with kids versus now, I think Kristen would tell you that she would love to sit on the porch at the lake on Valentine's under a blanket reading a book.
I can't argue with that.
So what are you planning? Do you have any plans? You're just going to do your thing.
I think we're just going to do our thing. We'll have a nice dinner before Valentine's or on Valentine's night at home, and not just find a rom-com or something to watch or something.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
Do you have a favorite rom-com?
No.
Come on.
The Notebook?
Meg Ryan.
No. Look. It's
I don't know.
It's going to be whatever.
You're an 80s guy. The 80s, one of the many great things that came out of the 80s, the rom-com.
Wilson's going to listen to, he's going to, whatever the special is for Hallmark Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
No. I don't know. I mean, that was
Great
a good
American
question.
Family. Great American Family. One of those. It's going to be great.
I don't know.
So do you guys remember back, Valentine's, to your point, it's very commercialized, but we learned what it was and the importance of it through the lens of like 4th, 5th grade, when everybody brought little cards that you bought at the Hallmark store, be mine, like conversation hearts, like be mine and you're a dear and whatever. And
the little candies with the little, the little heart-shaped candies with the words on them.
Sweethearts.
Be mine or what, all of that stuff.
Conversation hearts, that's what those were. Yeah. And then everybody, you had to bring, at least in my school, you brought a card for everybody in the class. And
because everybody's a winner.
Everybody's a winner, and everybody's sweet, and everybody, deserves a card. And I remember I got the cards that had the little slit where you stuck the little heart-shaped sucker in there. And I'm sure it had, a Be Mine or something like that on it. And you just wrote the person's name. And so everybody got a box. And we decorated the box in, red and pink. And, everybody kind of went around the room and dropped their cards for everybody. And I didn't even, you were just looking at this big stash, right? I get home and they're all kind of the same. And to Eric, dear Eric. And I see one that said, "You're cute."
Whoa.
Handwritten.
Whoa. Handwritten?
From Sandy Beal. This was 4th grade. Sandy Beal, if you're out there.
Oh.
Eric misses you.
But you know what? You know what I did with that? Nothing. I was a coward.
You were
do you
4th
still
grade.
have that card?
Oh,
You were in 4th grade.
I don't know if I still have the card.
Are you sure?
No, I'm pretty sure I don't.
You were 10.
Yeah. But that was like
Did any of us really know what to do at 10 years old when someone said you're cute?
I don't know, but I think we need to
Build it. Bill is the man.
I'm on it. I'm on it. Well, do you guys have any traditions? Like,
wait, just a second. Did you say that? I mean, everybody got candy and stuff. What about allergies? We didn't have allergies. We didn't have allergies back then.
There were no allergies.
Yeah, now you got to worry about all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
so like when I was in high school.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, our high school, I went to an all-boys high school, and then there were 2 all-girls.
So that made
schools.
Valentine's a little awkward.
No, but what we did, there were 2 all-girls schools, and then we sent valograms to our friends.
Oh.
So on Valentine's Day at school, you would come and your locker would have valograms in it. So it'd be, notes written for,
That was a big deal if you got one. So not it wasn't a guarantee that you were going to get one.
Correct. So, but and it was a fundraiser for whatever.
Sure.
So you would
did somebody sing to them?
A valogram for whatever.
This is handwritten or something?
It was a handwritten
okay.
pink piece of paper with a heart on it, and you would say, you would just you would get 4 of your friends to sign this thing. But anyway, it was nice on Valentine's Day to get valograms in your locker because you knew you had friends, and it was not whether you had a girlfriend or a boyfriend at the time.
So do you remember your first ever valogram?
Come on, I don't.
Boy, come on.
Well,
it was not very memorable.
Clearly, Sandy Beal did not go to Hutchison or whatever you were exchanging
First
valograms.
Hutchison, St. Mary's, MUS. We just exchanged valograms, and I'm sure I got one from Kristen. I sent her one. I'm sure.
I'm sure you sent her one.
Did you?
I was a fan a lot longer before she was a fan of mine.
I get it.
That's usually how it works. Funny how that works.
Sandy Bill was aggressive.
She got after it.
And she said you were cute.
Yeah, and I ignored that. I feel terrible about it to this day.
Do you really? You still think about it?
I mean, just in this moment. While we're telling stories.
You're still thinking about this is still playing in your head?
No, I mean, again, we're telling
I have blood pressure right now.
But no, I mean, I don't know. Valentine's is fun, but it's not like it's
yeah,
So I will share when Susan and I first got married, we moved into a house that her uncle had built, and it was not quite on the market yet, but he offered to sell it to us. And so we moved into the house, and it hadn't been landscaped yet. And so the first Valentine's, I bought her 2 hydrangeas because she loves hydrangeas. And when Valentine's was over, it was in a pot. You could put it in the yard. And so that kind of became a tradition. So every year I would give her either a hydrangea or a tulip, something that could be replanted and then regrown. And then at some point we ran out of yard. But I still try to do that.
Well, when Chris and I started dating, I would
you
get
tulips or hydrangeas?
Either one. It depends on what we need, but usually hydrangeas. They're much hardier. Tulips are kind of wimpy. They don't do well in this area.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Sorry, you were telling a Kristen story.
You know, so when we were dating in college, I would get her gardenias.
Gardenias.
And Kristen's mom was like, why does Wilson get you those? Those are funeral flowers. So I don't know what that meant, but I know after 30 years, we're still doing pretty good.
Betty.
Oh, I love it. That's awesome. Well, you know, that's
So do you still do the gardenias?
No, I don't.
You moved on to carnations?
Mums.
Peace lilies.
No cut roses. Stay away from the cut roses, guys, on Valentine's.
I mean, red roses are so cliche.
And don't they, like pink, red, white, they all have different meanings?
Do they?
They do. I don't know. We'd have to look it up, but yes.
Oh.
What are you trying to?
Producer Bill.
Bill's going to quickly Google this one.
So
But,
if you have each color represents something that you might have on your mind?
Maybe, or what your intentions might be. And let's be honest, the price of any flower, but especially roses, quadruples on Valentine's.
Okay.
Bill's got the guide. Let's see. Red means love and admiration. Purple means passion and infection? No, infatuation.
Oh my God. Infatuation and infection, that's pretty similar.
Let's see. White means innocence and new love.
Oh, wedding.
That's what. Blue means mystery. Where do you get a blue rose? I've never seen a blue rose.
You ever heard of food dye?
Yeah, I guess. And then what else? Light pink means innocence and appreciation. There you go.
Okay.
I appreciate you.
What does yellow mean?
Friendship.
Yeah. Friendship. I got too many yellow roses. My God.
Now you know. Sandy Beal is not sending me yellow roses.
No.
But
What color was her card?
I mean, it was pink and red. They were all pink and red.
Innocent. And
Yeah.
my gosh, Sandy Beal.
I mean, it's fun.
Where are you now, Sandy?
If you're out there, write in at three assorted crackers at gmail.com. So we were talking about romantic movies earlier, or rom-coms, and Bill has of course done his thing. Miss Congeniality is on the list? No.
That's a rom-com?
The Princess Bride.
That's a great movie.
That's a great movie.
That's a great movie.
What is it? Oh, You've Got Mail is good. Yeah, I like the Meg Ryans. I like the 80s
When Harry
Meg
Met
Ryan.
Sally.
Yep, that's a great one. That's a great one.
St. Elmo's Fire.
Yeah. Hey, St. Elmo's Fire.
Bridget Jones' Diary.
Really?
Pride and Prejudice.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Whatever you do, and then again, this episode will come out after Valentine's, but I hope you had a...
it'll come out before.
Come on, what about some faith in Bill?
Okay,
in Bill we trust. He can do this, guys.
We can drop 2 episodes in 1 week if we have to.
Valentine's Day is going to
We're a week away, guys.
And hey,
we got this.
there's
10 days.
nothing Bill can't do.
Okay. Well, so
just think about it. He makes us not look so terrible.
that is, thank God, you have no idea, guys.
Terrible.
You have no idea. So if this comes out before Valentine's or even on Valentine's, I hope everybody has a fantastic time. And don't overdo it, but think about it. Get into a space where it's unique, it's personal, it's not commercial, and just enjoy yourself. Have a nice meal, enjoy a nice movie, and pick out the flowers that mean the most to her, not funeral flowers.
Are you saying be intentional?
I was setting you up for that, lady. I was setting you up for intentionality. I love it.
We have to get a T-shirt for him.
We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Well, Lee, thank you for this whiskey sour.
It was very good. I appreciate that.
You've changed my mind a little bit on this.
Broadening our horizons.
Mm-hmm. This was good. The Boston style.
Boston.
First and foremost, we really do like to hear from you. If you have Valentine's customs or traditions that you want to share, Sandy, if you're out there, email us. That's 3assortedcrackers@gmail.com. And we are all over Instagram. I don't know if we're going to post any photos from our Valentines, but regardless, we do keep videos and photos pretty fresh. So come find us, come follow us at 3assortedcrackers. And just listen, enjoy yourself and let us hear from you. And we want you to share this show. If you like what you're seeing, if you like what we're talking about, we're picking up some good momentum, and we want to continue to grow listeners. So share the show, give us your honest rating, 5 stars are preferred, and let us know what we're doing right.
Yeah, please share it, guys. I mean, look, the more we grow the show, the better it is.
And we are not going to go stale.
Well done. Nobody flush stall number 2. I'm saving that one. Everybody would run to the stall and we're like, oh my God.
Listen, did you just spit take?
He did a real spit take.